A massive start the show. Breitbart reports something fishy is going on. There's a cover-up. GovTrack deletes website ranking Harris as 2019's most liberal senator. We not only have this evidence, but we have videos to back it up. A 2019 GovTrack score that ranked Vice President Kamala Harris as the most liberal senator was recently deleted. An update says that although it appears the GovTrack list discussed in the story was still on its website as recently as this week, the National Desk reported that GovTrack founder Joshua Tubero said that page that you were referring to was based on a single calendar year. Several years ago, we discontinued creating new single calendar year report cards, so it looks like the fix is even deeper. As Breitbart reported, GovTrack published a list of 100 senators in 2019. Out of the senators, Harris was in the 100th spot and was viewed as being the most liberal senator. Now, to remind you exactly what that is, we also have evidence of that. They say, well, it's not really true. We'll explain this.
You're very different in the policies that you've supported in the past. You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah, well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all. You're very different.
Wow, you're very different in the fact that you are extremely liberal. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with fighting Kamala Harris at her personal track record of, allegedly sleeping her way to the top. People say it's sexist, it's misogynist. I don't know. If it's true, it's true. But I'm not as much concerned about someone's personal life as I am about their political track record, because sometimes terrible people make good leaders. However, Kamala Harris appears to be the most liberal, according to nonpartisan sources. Just to put into perspective how serious that is, she explains that she believes in full-blown communism. Take a look at this video where she talks about equity and driving people to the exact same position, regardless of their wealth. Listen.
it has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place, some folks might need more. Equitable distribution. Giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests often everybody should get the same thing. Well, that often assumes everybody started out in the same place, as opposed to equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place. And if you then understand not everybody started out in the same place, you understand some people need more. So we all end up in the same place, right? We are proud of the fact that equity is one of our guiding principles. Proud of the fact that we understand equality is important, but not everybody starts out on the same base. We see that people in our country are having an experience that is not equal. So when we talk about the work we are doing here together, it is recognizing that.
Now, that's actually quite alarming. Kamala Harris is talking about equity or bringing people together under this term, which means an even playing field. It doesn't mean that we have meritocracy or pedigree or hierarchy, things that mean you could work hard, build a reputation, build a legacy. But the fact is the government will come in and cut people down who are too far ahead while using that money to build other people up. Sounds great in theory. Well, talk to Lenin and Stalin about that. They seem to have that idea under their belt. Let's check in on the USSR, which no longer exists, in Eastern European countries that were under that rule, and see how well it genuinely worked out for them. It's kind of disgusting, the fact that Kamala Harris is in this position, but she just released her new campaign ad, the first one on television, and we'll see that equity doesn't really mean equality for all. What it means is chopping down particularly one group of people, white straight males, and uplifting minorities, women, and the homosexual community. But of course, as we talk about that a little bit more, I want to remind you that this is all unacceptable. This idea of, running our country in this way. High inflation rates are actually preventing people from retiring. Last night, Joe Biden said that we had the strongest economy in the world, but a lot of people are struggling to even afford groceries and pay their rent. Now, this is exactly why thousands are turning to Goldco, the top-rated gold company, to diversify their savings with time-tested safe haven assets, physical gold and silver. You've got to listen to me if you're worried about the economy and your retirement. Goldco doesn't want your hard-earned money to go down the government's drain. This is so important that right now, not only is Goldco offering a free gold and silver kit, but on qualified purchases, they'll give you up to 10% instant match in bonus silver. Visit vnngold.com to find out how you can diversify and protect your savings from an inept government with physical gold and silver and get a return on your money. This offer will only last until all the bonus silver is gone, so you got to act now at vnngold.com, vnngold.com. Check it out today. Now, as I mentioned, she had her campaign, and she talked about how, she's going to fight for Americans. The question is, which Americans?
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
All right. I don't want to promote her anymore. What I'm going to say this is, look, she's fighting for everybody except for the people who built this country. And I'm damn a bit perturbed by that because, equity is really just a communist intersectional way of breaking down the strength of Western nations. Does she have a chance of winning? Well, according to sports betting site Polymarket, it looks like the actual people of America are putting their money on Trump. Okay, Trump is leading Kamala Harris in every swing state. And so while, the polls are giving this unequal press to Kamala, they're excited about her. They're explaining, oh, she's going to win. Everyone's behind her. Look, anyone can be paid to place those ads. But when people are putting their own money on the line, and Polymarket, they're actually putting their money saying, hey, Trump leads Kamala Harris in every swing state. You can actually see the direct numbers there. Republicans in Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. I'm going to side with the people putting their money on the line, and maybe you will too. If you're not surprised about Kamala's past history of fighting for communism and you're not being deceived by what she's saying today, drop a comment down below on whether you think that they're going to rig the election. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our Rumble channel and our X accounts. We are at Vigilant News. It really helps us out as we're a growing independent media company. And you can also get our newsletter direct to your inbox with everything that you hear today and more direct in your email at vigilantnews.com. I'm Elijah Schaffer. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.